Solankis. So in case they are not giving Chalukyas of Gujarat, your answer, right, in your option, so you will mention Solankis, Solankis of Gujarat. Is it fine? So there were 4 Rajput, Agnikula Rajputs emerged from the sacrificial fire from Mount Abu. In examination, they can give you 4 or 5 Rajput kingdom and they will ask you, out of these, right, who all were Agnikula Rajputs? So Pratihar, Parmar, Chauhan, Solankis, or, right, you can say Chalukyas. Solankis are Rajputs. They are also Rajputs. Solankis. Fine. Is it okay? So now some information about Pratihar first. Some information about Pratihar first. Gradually we will take up. Right. So some information about Pratihar. So we need some information about these dynasties for our examination. Right. So Pratiharas, first important kingdom and probably most powerful kingdom in this period was Pratiharas. Pratiharas. Right. So we can add Pratiharas in the central India, Pratiharas, right, central India, and Shreya Chauhan, we are also called Chehman, Chehman. Right, sacrificial fire means that fire for the purpose of sacrifice, and out of that fire these kingdom emerged. You will have to believe this because they are saying. Done. So these are 4 original, then later many concept developed, Saurabh. Right. Fine. So can we add some point about this kingdom for our examination? Pratiharas. First points, right, these points are minimum points that we should remember for our general studies. Pratiharas. I told you Pratiharas that they were very powerful in the central India, and because of them Arab invaders, they could not enter, right, so they stopped those invasions. But after that you will see that, right, the Ghaznis and Godis, right, they entered, right. So Pratiharas, they played, right, very important role, Pratiharas. So Pratihara, we can mention first point that they are considered as the earliest of the Rajput rulers. Earliest of the Rajput rulers, Pratiharas. Earliest of the Rajput rulers. And it is said that their first ruler was Harishchandra. Some historians do not accept Harishchandra, but right, it is mentioned that the first ruler was Harishchandra. But as I said, some historians, they say that no, Harishchandra, we don't have any proof of in history, right. So Vidisha, like we don't have exact idea about, say historical proof we don't have about something, it is based on imagination. So therefore we are not going into that detail that what all are Chandrakula, what all are Agnikula, but it is mentioned in Chandabardai, you can say mentioned it Prithviraj Rasu. So therefore we are discussing, and in examination they are asking question. Yes, these are all imagination. Okay. So Pratihara, first point you can remember that according to some scholar, we consider Harishchandra as the founder. Harishchandra as the founder. And some scholars say that no, Nag Bhatt was the real founder. Nag Bhatt was the real founder. He was the real founder. In most of the textbook you will see that the real founder was Nag Bhatt. But if they are giving Harishchandra, answer would be Harishchandra. Done. So Nag Bhatt you should remember as the founder of the Pratiharas. Nag Bhatt was the founder, and Nag Bhatt was known for Nagbhat was known for defending India from invasion of the Arabs. Nagbhat was known for defending India from the Arab invasion. So, two important points in Nagbhat we should remember. One, that he is considered as the real founder, and second, he played important role in defending India right from the invasion of the Arabs. So, these 2 points you can remember. Then the third important Pratihara ruler you should remember is Vatsraj. 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 Right, now you are asking that if both options are given. No, they will not give both options. Why? Because if they are framing question, right, at least they have, right, they must have this idea, right. Most of the question Nagbhat will give, but Harishchandra is also sometime asked. So, therefore, I mentioned, right. So, they will not give you both options, otherwise question would be wrong, right. And if they are asking real founder, then of course Nagbhat, but generally, right, the symbolism founder Harishchandra. Done. So, this kind of confusion would not be there because they must be knowing it. Done. So, Nagbhat is the real founder. And then Vatsraj. Now, related to Vatsraj, you should remember that Vatsraj was militarily very strong and he interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. So, if they will ask you who was the first Pratihara ruler who interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj, answer would be Vatsraj. So, we can add in Vatsraj, we can add that he interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. He interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. Is this fine? Gradually these facts we are organizing very properly, otherwise it would be a real challenge, very difficult. I told you this period is full of regional kingdoms. Done. So, Pratihara number 1 Harishchandra, number 2 Nagbhat, number 3 Vatsraj, and I told you what kind of question they will ask. Vatsraj was the first Pratihara ruler who interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj, right. Then we can add after Vatsraj, one important ruler of this Pratihara was Mihir Bhoj. One important ruler of Pratihara was Mihir Bhoj. In your NCERT, you will see some information about this Mihir Bhoj. So, this Mihir Bhoj they have described, and in Mihir Bhoj we can add that Mihir Bhoj, right, had one title. Mihir Bhoj had one title. Mihir Bhoj had one title called Adi Varaha. Adi Varaha. You will see this in your NCERT. Adi Varaha. So, he had many titles, but this title is generally more important. Adi Varaha. So Mihir Bhoj had this title Adi Varha, and he is considered as a very important ruler, Mihir Bhoj. And some Arab travelers also visited in his court. Some Arab traveler visited in his court, and one very important name is Suleiman. One very important name is Suleiman. One very important name is Suleiman. Is this okay? Then after Mihir Bhoj, if we can remember one more ruler of Pratihar, he would be he would be Mahipal. So remember, Mahipal, there would be a Pala ruler also, but Mahipal was a Pratihara ruler also. So in examination there can be a confusion. Mahipal was a very important ruler, and in Mahipal period one more Arab traveler came called Al-Masudi. Is this okay? And then you will see the decline of Pratiharas. Gradually you will see the decline of Pratiharas. So we are not mentioning all the ruler of Pratihara. Title of Mihir Bhoj was Adi Varaha. Okay. Minimum information, on the basis of this minimum information you can handle 90% of the question, all those questions. So you will see that there are 4 important, but beyond that also, there of course you have some more, but at least you can remember Harishchandra, Nag Bhatt, Vatsraj, Mihir Bhoj and Mahipal. Is it okay? So there was Mahendrapal also, there was Mahipal also. Mahendrapal came before Mahipal, right? Will you remember this information about Pratiharas? Who was the first Pratihara ruler who interfered in the Kannauj politics? Vatsraj. Whether they were successful, they were, you can say, always busy in fighting for Kannauj, but no one successful. They wasted their energy, Pratiharas. But Pratiharas were very powerful, no doubt about it. Is this fine? Pratihara you know. Now, after Pratihara, as there were 3 important kingdoms who were fighting for Kannauj. So here only we can mention, suppose there was Pratihara, then there was Pal, and then there was Rashtrakoot. So here only we can mention these 3. Then we will take up some more Rajput kingdom. Palas and Rashtrakutas were not Rajput. And of course, Suleiman and Al-Masudi, sometime, they are giving a name of some travelers. So I am highlighting these travelers also, Suleiman and Al-Masudi. They are the Arab travelers. Last year, or I don't remember, last year or before that, there was a question, discuss some role of some Arab travelers or the Chinese traveler. This kind of question was there. No, these names are not important for mains point of view, not at all. It is fine till now. So who all were fighting for Kannauj? Pratiharas, Palas and Rashtrakoot. As we talked about Pratihara, and we can mention here only Palas and Rashtrakutas. So we can add Palas. Where Palas were ruling? Palas were ruling in the eastern India, Bengal area. Bengal, Bihar area, eastern India. Palas. Is it okay? Why decline of Pratiharas? Simple reason, no capable ruler. They were, you can say, most of the rulers, they started, taking all their lands and gradually they lost their power. So Palas, now try to understand Palas. In Pala, we can mention the founder of Pala was Gopal. Founder of Pal was Gopal. An interesting thing about Gopal is that he was an elected, can you believe this? Elected ruler. He was an elected ruler. Elected ruler. Right? So Gopal was an elected ruler. This is very interesting, and it is said that in Bengal, after the death of, you can say, Harshvardhan, after the death of a ruler of contemporary of Harshvardhan, Sasank, there was confusion. So there was no law and order in Bengal. So people of Bengal, they elected Gopal as their king. So Pratihara in the central India, Ujjain was the main headquarter, and Palas were in the Bengal, in the eastern India. So Gopal is the first name and elected ruler. Gopal is the elected ruler. This is very important. They can ask you, Gopal, why he was elected? Because there was confusion in the Bengal. There was law and order problem in Bengal. Then second important point in Gopal, you can remember that he was the follower of Buddhism. This is also interesting. Gopal was the follower of Buddhism. Gopal was the follower of Buddhism. So two important information regarding Gopal, three information. Gopal was the founder of the Pala dynasty in Bengal. Second, he was elected, and third, he was the promoter of, patron of Buddhism. He constructed many viharas. Viharas. So you will see that there are two kind of Buddhist caves. One is Chaityas and one is Viharas. Chaityas for worship, Viharas for residential purpose. So Buddhism, and he constructed many Viharas, and one very famous Vihara related to Gopal is Odantapuri Vihar. Odantapuri Vihar. Odantapuri Vihar. Odantapuri Vihar. Is this fine? Odantapuri Vihar. Done? Will you remember this? Pala dynasty promoting Buddhism. Gopal was a very, you can say, kind-hearted, soft man, Buddhist, known for, constructing Odantapuri Vihar. Then second important ruler of Palas, second important ruler was Dharmapal. Dharmapal. And why Dharmapal we should remember? He interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. He interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. Dharmapal interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. So, in examination, if there is a statement that Gopal participated in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj, right or wrong? Wrong? Who was the first Pala ruler who interfered in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj? Dharmapal, meaning Dharmapal was militarily very powerful. Dharmapal. and he wanted to capture North India. Dharmpal wanted to capture North India. He wanted to capture Uttarapath. So his title was Uttarapath Swami. His title was Uttarapath Swami. Right? So will you remember Dharmpal? Will you remember Gopal? Yes, Ojassu, wrong. So who was the first to interfere in the tripartite struggle? Dharmpal. I hope you are getting now. So Dharmpal was very powerful. But there is one cultural achievement related to Dharmpal. One cultural achievement. Can anyone add? One cultural achievement related to Dharmpal. Very popular. They can ask you. One cultural achievement of Dharmpal. One achievement is he participated in the tripartite struggle and he was successful. One cultural achievement of Dharmpal. Anyone? Uttarapath Swami. Uttara, Uttara, Uttarapath Swami. Uttarapath Swami. Yes, Ojassu is correct. I am asking one important contribution of Dharmpal. Ojassu is correct. Anandita University is there, but not Nalanda University Andita. Pranav, no new sects of Buddhism. No Sangeet, not Nalanda University. Nalanda University is related to what? One Gupta ruler. Right? He is related to one university, this is correct. But what university? Right, Adarsh is correct. Yes, Vishwanath is also correct. Now you started getting, yes. So, Dharmpal is related to construction of Vikramshila University. Vikramshila University. Vikramshila University. Bhagalpur, Vikramshila University. Right? So Dharmpal, two important points you should always remember about Dharmpal. One, very aggressive man, wanted to control North India, and then Vikramshila University. This you have to remember. Then one more aggressive, militarily very important Pala ruler was what is called Devapal. He was also very important. He was very aggressive. Devapal. Devapal. Very powerful. He also participated in the tripartite struggle. Right? So we have generally information about these three. Then we have some confusion, and after that we are getting a name Mahipal also, but we have less information about Mahipal. So Mahipal, one Mahipal was a Pratihara ruler and second Mahipal was a Pala ruler. And then in the end we are getting a ruler Rampal. Rampal also. And in your NCERT class 11th, Rampal is mentioned. Why Rampal is mentioned? Why Rampal can be important? What question can be asked on Rampal? Anyone? Culture related question on Rampal. What would be the question? Rampal. Only one fact you have, and that can be asked in coming examination prelims. Rampal. Right, in his court there was a, you can say, a scholar who wrote a book called Rampal Charit, Sandhyakar Nandi, Rampal Charit or Ram Charit also. So how both participate in tripartite struggle? See, Naman, tripartite struggle continued for around 100 years. So you are attacking, capturing, then the next dynasty is next, you can say ruler is coming, they are expelling you, then you are trying like that. Rampal Charit, this Lord Ram is not there. This Ram is different. This is Rampal. Right. So I hope now you understand what all and how we are preparing in history. There are 4 or 5 names, but out of that you know that okay, this fact can be related to this. Is it okay? So Dharmpal succeeded, but after that even Dharmpal lost, and then again Devpal had to intervene. So it's a very complex struggle, Kavya, that tripartite struggle for Kannauj. Is it fine? And then we can add that, so author of Ramcharit was Sandhyakar Nandi. Then it is said that after Palas in the same area, Senas ruled. After Palas in Bengal, Senas ruled, and one very popular Sena ruler was Lakshman Sen. There are many rulers, but one ruler, Sena ruler, you can remember, Lakshman Sen. Right? Lakshman Sen. You should remember Lakshman Sen. Lakshman Sen was a Sena ruler ruling over Bengal, and when Senas came after Palas. So Devpal, only point you can remember that he was very powerful. There are many points, but forget it. Otherwise, we would be in a, you can say, very difficult situation. So Ridhima, Rampal, I said that Rampal period was known for a book called Ramcharit or Rampal Charit, and the author of that book was Sandhyakar Nandi. And then Palas were replaced by Senas, and in Sena also there are many rulers, but one very popular Sena ruler was Lakshman Sen. One very popular ruler, Sena ruler, was Lakshman Sen. So Vikas, who wrote Ramcharit? Sandhyakar Nandi. Right. So after Devpal, Mahipal, after Mahipal, Rampal. Yes, others. There are 2 Mahipal. One Mahipal was in the Pratihara, one Mahipal was in the Pala also. Now you tell me why we should remember Lakshman Sen. Anyone? Why we should remember Lakshman Sen for our examination? So Lakshman Sen ruled where? Bengal, and Sena dynasty came after Palas. So why we should remember Lakshman Sen? Anyone? Any idea about Lakshman Sen? Any idea about Lakshman Sen? It is important. They can ask question related to Lakshman Sen. Lakshman Sen of Sena dynasty. Any temple you are suggesting? No, of course there are many that time temple, but not temple. 2 information I want, right, about Lakshman Sen. they can be asked. Khilji defeated Pooja Mukherjee. It's all about your area. Khilji defeated him. What was the name of that Khilji who is known for creating problem for him? Yes, Abhas Baranwal, very good. Abhas is correct. Right, so one important point, right, about Lakshman Sen, you can mention Abhas is correct, absolutely correct. We can add that during this Lakshman Sen, right, Jayadev wrote a very popular book, Geet Govind. Very popular book for our dance. In dancing, in that video you will see, I will mention Geet Govind. Right, so Geet Govind. Who wrote Geet Govind? Jayadev. This is the one important thing that they can ask, very important. This book is very important book, Geet Govind Jayadev. And one more development in this period was that in this period, Bakhtiyar Khilji, one of the slave of Gori, Bakhtiyar Khilji, right, invaded and destroyed many Buddhist centers. Bakhtiyar Khilji. This Khilji is different. One Khilji we talked about, right, you can say Khilji dynasty. This Khilji is different. He is one of the slave. Bakhtiyar Khilji destroyed many Buddhist centers. Fine. So will you remember now, in eastern India, Palas and Senas, and in central India there was Pratihara. In central India there was Pratihar. Is this okay? I mentioned only one ruler of Sena dynasty, right? Lakshman Sen. Is it okay? So we talked about Pratihar, who participated in the tripartite struggle. Then we talked about Palas, and then I added that there was one more dynasty called Senas. Fine, no confusion. And then one more dynasty participated in this tripartite struggle, and they were from Deccan. They were Rashtrakuta. So we can add Rashtrakutas. So Muhammad Gori had many slaves, and of course Bakhtiyar Khilji was also, you will see that, one of the slave. So one more dynasty who participated in the tripartite struggle was Rashtrakuta. Why we are taking them together, you know this, because you can understand, you will remember that these three participated in tripartite struggle for Kannauj. And what was the result of this participation? They wasted their energy and no one could capture Kannauj. Rashtrakutas. We can add that Rashtrakutas, their headquarter was Malkhed. Malkhed is near modern day Solapur. Malkhed, Maharashtra region. and their founder we generally consider Danti Durg. Danti Durg was the founder. Danti Durg was the founder. Danti Durg was the founder of Rashtrakutas. Right? And we have many information about Danti Durg, like it is said that he performed a very interesting sacrifice called Hiranyagarbha. 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 Danti Durg. Hiranyagarbha. So Danti Durg, at least one information you should remember, that he is the founder of Rashtrakutas. Mithu, they all were contemporaries, therefore we are taking them together. Are you getting that? Ayush, what happened to Kannauj at the end? Nothing. Ayush, they all were fighting and gradually Kannauj lost its importance. After that you will not see anything about Kannauj. So no one could capture Kannauj, they all were fighting, they were capturing it for the short time and they wasted their energy. Right? So Danti Durg was the founder of Rashtrakuta. Then a second important ruler of Rashtrakuta was Krishna first. Krishna first. And these two, they are not participating in the tripartite struggle. But the third one, this name is important in the tripartite struggle, Dhruva, D-H-R-U-V-A, Dhruva. He was the first. Dhruva was the first to participate. Dhruva was the first to participate and probably successful also. Successful also in the tripartite struggle for Kannauj. So always remember Dhruva. So you will remember now one man, right, of the Pratihara who started this, Vatsaraj, right. So Vatsaraj was the first ruler who participated in this struggle. So after that Vatsaraj, then you will see in the Dharmpal, Devpal, and then in the Rashtrakuta you will see Dhruva participated. Is it okay? So Dhruva participated and he was very successful. But after Dhruva, right, you will see the fourth name is culturally more important. Dhruva is more important for military point of view. Fourth name, Rashtrakuta ruler, you will see many cultural question, right, is Amoghavars. Amoghavars. Very popular, Amoghavars. Amoghavars, very popular ruler, Amoghavars. So Ridhima, what you are asking, that what was so important regarding Kannauj, that there was a tripartite struggle. I told you, Ridhima, that in the last phase of ancient India, try to understand it, right, in the last phase of ancient India under Harshavardhan, Kannauj became the center. There was fourth Buddhist council, you will see, right, the fifth Buddhist council after Kashmir, right, it is not considered council, but some historians say that it was Buddhist council under Harshavardhan. So Kannauj was the center of that. So for Buddhism, Kannauj became the center. For economy, Kannauj became the center. So Kannauj acquired prestige, Ridhima. So in the early medieval India, all these rulers wanted to capture Kannauj. That was the importance of Kannauj. But gradual decline of Kannauj. This is history, emergence and decline. Right? So, Amoghvars, and of course, before Amoghvars also there was one ruler. Those who are, right, from that area, they must be thinking that, sir, Govind III, what about Govind III? Yes, Govind III was also great, but in GS, we cannot remember all those ruler, right? So, we have to ignore some ruler, try to understand, right? So, therefore, right, so probably you are like from that area, for you all those Govind III also would be important. Yes, Govind III is important, but for GS we can ignore Govind III and we can remember Amoghvars. Amoghvars is very popular Amoghvars, right? Amoghvars, can you tell me one thing, anyone from that area, one important thing about Amoghvars, significance of Amoghvars, why we should remember Amoghvars? What is the most important point about Amoghvars? Right? What is the most important point about Amoghvars? Can you add Amoghvars? One important point, if you have to write about Amoghvars, what would be that point? Amoghvars, why a GS student should remember Amoghvars? Because Amoghvars period is known for what? Religion and literature. Yes, Manjapa, absolutely correct. Naman, very good. Atul, good. Yes. Yes, Sangeet, absolutely correct. Great. So, some people, you can say student from that area, they are familiar. So, you should all remember it, always remember it. This period, Amoghvars period, is known for, development of Kannada literature, and you have the earliest book of Kannada, Kaviraj Marg. Kaviraj Marg. So, Amoghvars period is more important for religion, literature. He was a great builder, right? City of Manyakhet, city of Manyakhet. Manyakhet. But most important is this book. You all should, you can say, remember this earliest extant literary work, right? You can say Kannada literature, Kaviraj Marg. I hope now you are getting how challenging is general studies for us. Why? Because we cannot remember everything. You have to decide what is more relevant, right? Otherwise, as a fresher, whatever you see anywhere, you think that it is important. So, why we should consult NCERT, why we should go for, you can say, those books which are more relevant for UPSC, because we can ignore something, we cannot remember everything. Suppose Rashtrakuta, you have so many facts, but you can understand that we should remember, right, some important point regarding Danti Durg, Dhruva, right, Amoghvars, and Amoghvars, whenever Amoghvars is coming in your mind, you should remember Kaviraj Marg, development of Kannada literature, right. So, this is called preparation for this exam. Is it okay? Sonu, Gurjar Pratihars, they have linked with Gurjar, so therefore Pratihar are also called Gurjar Pratihars. Right? Is it okay? So, don't worry, like Takam, right, they are answering because they are from that same area, right? Don't worry. You can also answer question from your own area. Is it okay? Done. So, it's not that, see, try to understand it as a fresher, Don't suppose Amogh verse we mention only 2 points. You will think no, we should add 2-3 more. You will Google it and from Google you can add 2-3 more. Don't do that. Right. So whatever is mentioned in the NCERT text we should focus, and Kaviraj Marg they can ask because they used to ask it earlier also. So this is what I am doing for you. I am trying to make it, you can say, more organized, and the minimum information I am giving. So now I hope that you are now familiar. After Amogh verse also there was, you can say, Krishna 2, right? Then you have, you can say, other rulers also, Amogh verse 3 also, right? The Govind 4 also, right? Krishna 3 also. So there were many rulers, and Rashtrakutas were known for their administration also, right? So you have some information, but at least this information you can remember about Rashtrakutas. So in North India there was tripartite struggle, and in that tripartite struggle Palas, Pratiharas and Rashtrakutas participated. Is this fine? You are getting? Right, you are getting this tripartite struggle, you are getting the emergence of Rajputs. Any problem till now? There is no need to add in one dynasty 12 names. No need to add. If you have accidentally knowledge about 10 names, it is all right, but don't go for that. Any problem till now? Any problem till now? Okay. No, there is no need to remember that who was the first, second, third, fourth who participated, sweetie. No need to arrange them in an order. No need to do that. No need. Don't worry about that. Otherwise there would be burden. I don't, you can say, want to increase your burden. Everything is okay. Everything is under control. Are you reading newspaper? Today also there was a news regarding Kakatiya dynasty. Right? So today there was a news regarding Kakatiya dynasty, and there was a tutelary, you can say, deity or the goddess of Kakatiyas called Kakati Devi. Kakati Devi. So this was in news. Today's Hindu, you can see that. September, right, 21st September, right, the Hindu you can read. Sometime they are asking question on Kakatiyas. I will be adding some more point about Kakatiyas later. Is it okay? Taxes and all, of course, they were imposing taxes and all, but of course we cannot go in that detail, right? We are talking about taxes only about those major kingdom. Otherwise, it would be very difficult. Okay, so you can just see that news about Kakati Devi today regarding a temple. So gradually I would be adding also, right, some new thing that you can see and you can go for that. Kakatiyas of Warangal and Kakati Devi, right? Done. Okay, then we will continue it, right, tomorrow. We are also meeting tomorrow live.